We are live, and morning stretch and the morning breath. So, how we will start today is by standing, and what I'd like you to do, plant your feet a little bit wider than shoulder, and just make those knees nice and soft so that all of that tightness, all of that stress starts to release and trickle down like rain on a window pane. So what we're going to do is we're going to put our hands behind us. So that will start opening up our clavicle, opening up front shoulder, and then what I'd like you to do is attach your hands together, however you want to do it. So I'm lacing, so if you want to just hold, it's completely up to you. However your body allows you to clasp. And then what you're going to do is slightly bring the arms out, not too much, just so that you get a nice tighter stretch. Your head's going to go up, and then you're going to feel your shoulders start to get open. And what we're going to do, we're going to hip hinge, and I want you to try and keep your hands away from your lower back. So don't force it, just hover it above your lower back. There you go. And then from there, just pause when your chest is level to the floor, and we're going to take a deep breath in together. And what we're going to do with this breath, it's going to take 8 seconds to go in. And we're going to release the hands. They're going to come up in front of our thighs, and they're going to go with us as we bring our body right back up to the top spine position. So we're going to take a deep breath for 8 seconds. We go in now. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're now in the supine stretch. And being in this supine stretch, we're just going to reach the sky, make the spine nice and tall. And then that breath should have come out, by the way. I didn't let you know about that. And we're going to now bring the hands down. As we bring the hands down, we're going to take a deep breath in for 7. The hands are now going to go to the front of the thigh. We're going to hold the breath. We're going to hip hinge over, so the hands are going down the thigh, past the knee, down the shin, and you're going to allow the breath to come out now. Allow that breath to come out now, and don't stop moving. Keep on bending, folding, releasing, opening, activating all of those muscular fibers. When you reach the end of your breath, you're just going to be present once again with the breath. Where you should be now is nicely folded over. Got the hamstrings nice and open. Where they are connecting to the glutes, they are nice and open. And you've got that nice lower back opening up. And then you're going to trace from the lower back all the way up to the top of the spine. Feel the rounding of it. Feel that vertebrae do its magnificent job of keeping you aligned. Allow your head to drop and just feel that flow. Feel that blood flow. Feel that rush of energy. And now from this position, we're going to take some breathing through the nose. Then we go out the mouth, and we're going to sequence that breathing. So we'll take the breathing and sequence the breathing. So we're going to go with a pattern. We're going to go 4 seconds in, 4 seconds hold, 5 seconds out, 4 seconds hold. In this same position. Every time that we do allow the breath to escape, we're going to try and travel down a little bit more. So when you're ready, we're going to go in 4. Expand that belly, hold the breath, feel the breath, and then let go of the breath for 5, and just travel slightly further down, as far down as you can without aggravating anything. Hold the breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we go again. Breath in, 4 seconds, through the nose, now. Hold the breath, 4 seconds. Let go of the breath, 6 seconds. As we're letting go, we're dropping the body a little bit lower. Hold the breath at the bottom and just celebrate where you are at right now. Being present where you are at right now. At your lowest, most flexible point right now. And then we're going to breathe in through the nose. It's going to take 10 seconds. We're going to find ourselves at the end of that 10 seconds in the supine stretch. So when you're ready, we go in now. 10. And we're there. Hold that breath. Hold that breath. Feel that dissolve. And soon enough, you're going to feel that resolve. At the moment, feel the flow. Let the air go. As you let the air go, let the arms come down. Let the shoulders relax. Let the shoulders relax. Plant your feet into the ground. Soften your knees. Soften your hips. Shoulders, scan them. Any tightness, let them go. Just let them go. Imagine someone's got their hands on top of your shoulders, pulling them down or pushing them down, however you want to vision it. Just get those shoulders to just drop, opening up both sides of your neck. And what you're going to do now is turn, tilt your neck to one side, and as you're tilting, you're not allowing the opposite shoulder to come up. So you're tilting to one shoulder that it's level, and then the opposite shoulder, you are consciously leaving it where it is. And then our head is going to come to the center, and then what we're going to do is lean it to the other side. The same process where the opposite shoulder stays stationary, stays level, and you've got the ear going down to the same shoulder that you have tilted towards. We're going to come back up to the middle, and we're going to hip hinge over. As we hip hinge over, we're going to run down our hands, down our thighs, over our knees, down our shins, feeling confident that we are more flexible than we were than when we started. We're going to place the fingers and the hands on the floor. If you need to flex the knees, please do so. And then you're going to walk your hands out, and we're in the downward facing dog. This downward facing dog now, we're going to make sure that our heels are being leveled, drawn, pulled consciously to the floor. Be present with your breath at this moment in time. Feel that belly rise, feel that belly fall, and just make sure that you are transferring the weight from the wrists to the heels, so that you're not having any excess pressure that is throwing your concentration away from this stretch. Opening up that lower back once again, hips, glutes, hamstrings, calves, Achilles, really feeling that body do its magic. And then from where you are right now, we're gonna raise one leg up, so we go into the three-legged downward facing dog, and then we're gonna fold the extended leg at the knee, so it now comes in at a 45-degree angle, and we're gonna twist the mid-body, midsection, and we're going to stack those hips. We're going to be holding that stack for 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going to come to the center. Your feet are going to get planted again. Your heels are going to be consciously brought down. You're going to raise the opposite leg straight up in the air. That extended leg now folds at the knees. You're going to rotate at the midsection, and we're going to stack the hips. As we stack the hips, we're going to hold it 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to come to the center, and then we're going to bring our knees to the floor, and now we're just going to relax into the position, and we are now in the tabletop position. From being in the tabletop position, our last spine is going to invert in, so you're going to have a lovely dip on that lower spine, and then inevitably your chin will come up naturally, your shoulders will start to pin back, your clavicle will protrude out, and now you are in the cat stretch. From the cat stretch, we're going to fuse the belly button to the spine, we're going to allow the upper back to round, our chin will go into our chest, and we will find ourselves into the cow stretch. So now we have the cat and the cow established. We know exactly what positions they are, what we've got to do. We're going to use those positions and we're going to marry it with the breath. So this is where we are going to become very present with our breath and also with our own personal flexibility. Embracing our body, acknowledging our body, being aware of our body, celebrating our body, accepting our body, no judging our body. So when you're ready, we're going to go 4 seconds, breath in, and then we're going to turn it into the cat stretch. And we go in now, 4. And we hold the breath for 4. And then we let the air go for 5 and go back into the cow. We hold the breath for 4. And we breathe in for 4, go back into the cat. We hold the breath for 4. And then we let the air go for another 6. Go back into the cow. We hold the breath for 4. And then we go in again, 4 seconds, into the cat, hold the breath for 4, and then we're going to breathe out for 7, go back into the cow after the 7. Hold the breath for 4, and then we breathe in, final time, 4 seconds, go back into the cat, hold the breath for 4, and then we breathe out for a good 8. Get back into that cow. Fuse the belly button to the spine, round those upper shoulders, round that upper back, hold the breath for 4, and just go back into the tabletop. Be present with your breath, breathe in through the nose, feel the belly fall and feel the belly rise. Dig your toes into the ground so the balls of your feet start opening up. Slide your hands up so that they are very close to your knee. Slide your hands up your thigh, make your spine tall, and then raise your hands really high up to the sky. With the feet now secure, you're going to lean back as far back as you can without any aggravation. Just allow your body to do what it's got to do. Do not judge it, do not force it, just allow the fall. Go back as far as you can. Be as present as you can with the fall. And when you're there, we're just going to hold it, hold that position. You might feel your body start shaking. It's because it's a new position, it's unfamiliar with, and we are now just making the body perform the move it was supposed to move with. And then our body's going to go upright, our arms are going to go down, we're going to go back into the tabletop. As we're in the tabletop now, we're going to slide our hands forward, our hips are going to go down so that they meet our heels. Even though that cannot happen for me, that is how you will vision it for yourself. And then from there, what we're going to do is release one hand, come up to the tabletop position. As we've released one hand, we now come up to that three-legged tabletop. That three-legged tabletop now is putting us into a position where we are acknowledging the power of our body, the way that we are balanced, the way that our core has tightened. Just be aware of everything that's going on in your body right now. Celebrate it. Understand that it's the magnificence of you that is allowing this move. After 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, the hand gets placed down. You're going to feel that flow. With that flow, you're going to push the ground away. As you push the ground away, you're going to sit back into your heels. You might find yourself becoming more flexed. You might find yourself becoming more aware, loose, open, because of that gravitational resistance that you've just experienced. We're going to come up again. As we come up, we're going to release the other hand. We're going to come up to the three-legged tabletop, and we're just going to have that hand extended, stretched, feeling any part of your body that is being acknowledged. And I want you to acknowledge that part of the body that is representing your balance. Core, lats, hips, hams, neck, shoulders, whatever it is. Embrace it, accept it, celebrate it, welcome it. And then one more time, the hand goes down, plants itself next to the other hand, feel the flow, push the ground away, sit back into those hips. Really get that nice, deep opening of that what was once tightness, open tightness. And then from here, back into the tabletop, we're going to then pivot our body over so that we're on our thighs, and we are now in the cobra. Being in the cobra stretch, we're going to take a deep breath in through the nose, expand the belly. Your breath as deep as you can, as deep as you can. And when you reach the end of that breath, you're going to hold that breath. And as you hold that breath, you're going to be aware of what you are feeling, acknowledge it, celebrate it, accept it, become it. It is you. It's always you. We're going to release the breath and go back into the tabletop. Release that breath, go back into the tabletop. Keep on pushing the ground away. Go back into that prayer stretch that we've been doing. Really open up the upper lats. And once that breath comes out, get back to being present with the breath as you're feeling the stretch, feeling the open tightness. We'll then go back to the tabletop. As we're in the tabletop now, once again, we're going to secure our toes. We're going to embed them in the ground so that they give us the stability. We're going to draw our hands very close to the front of the knee. We're going to elevate our knees so we go into a temporary floating tabletop. And then we're going to raise our midsection butt up to the sky, and we go into the fold, which is the downward facing dog. We're now going to walk our feet to the hands, fold at the knee, get into a nice ball, and then we're going to unravel. Slide your hands up the top of the foot, up the shin, over the knee, opening up your lower body to your upper body, going into one more supine stretch, welcoming the morning, welcoming the world, celebrating the fact that you have leveraged your mind, your body, your spirit to offer your goodness to the world that you will meet today. Take about 10 seconds. Take about 10 seconds to be present with your breath. Feel your body, relax the top of the shoulders, transfer all the weight, allow that frequency to set in to a new dial, a new set point for the way that you will perform today, and make your day freaking awesome. Thank you, Jose. Right then, thanking you, everyone.